Hello viewers, and welcome to Millennial Tourist YouTube channel. In today's video, we will talk about the top 10 places to live in Canada. But, before we get started, please make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more awesome content. And please make sure you watch this informative video until the end. Canada is one of the most culturally diverse countries in the world. It's also a country with a lot of regional variation, from the snow-capped mountains of British Columbia to the lush green forests of Ontario. Canada has a rich history and culture that dates back to before European settlers arrived. The country has 3 official languages: English, French, and Indigenous languages. Canada's multiculturalism is celebrated throughout its provinces and territories, with festivals, events, and celebrations representing Canada's many cultures. So you may be wondering, what are the best places to live in Canada? After looking through various statistics and reports, we've compiled a list of Canada's best places to live. Number 10. Vancouver. Rounding out this list of the best places to live in Canada is the one and only Vancouver. And that makes sense since this city of 675,000 plus residents is regularly rated among one of the best cities globally. Yes, it is relatively expensive to live here, with the rent of a one-bedroom apartment averaging $2,000 per month, but the high price of living here will afford you, get the pun? Lol. Access to beaches, mountains, islands, gorgeous suburbs, coastal areas, and a vibrant city center. This city is also well connected to the larger world and various surrounding islands. Therefore, it's easy to get into and out of the city quickly. Other than that, Vancouver has a diverse, growing economy that has recently become a popular filming location. It's a city that is also known for great schools, premier hospitals, a stunning harbor. Great parks, yes, Stanley Park, I'm looking at you, and mild weather that enables you to stay outside year-round. Number 9. Ottawa. Oh, Ottawa, how I love thee. Let me count the ways. Okay, but on a more serious note, the Canadian capital is easily one of Canada's best places to live. Not only is it a young city, in terms of the age of residents, since many locals attend classes at the University of Ottawa and Carleton University, but it's also a wonderfully clean city that is known for its high quality of life. Plus, if you decide to make the big move here, be prepared to marvel at the gorgeous architecture while taking advantage of ample outdoor activities in this bike-friendly metropolis. The Rideau Canal, anyone? It actually becomes the world's largest ice rink in the winter. Other benefits include 4 distinct seasons with great weather, bilingual services in French, English. Affordable rents, between $700 and $1,400 per month, high salaries, and low unemployment. Number 8. Toronto. Contrary to popular belief, Ottawa is actually the capital of Canada, not Toronto. However, in spite of that fact, Toronto is still a great place to live in Canada since it is a glorious hub of economic and cultural activities. It's also the most populated city in all of Canada and is even home to one of the tallest buildings in the Western Hemisphere, the CN Tower. Therefore, you'll have plenty of activities to enjoy if you decide to move here. You'll also have a wide variety of jobs to pick from since Toronto is home to a stock exchange and some of the largest banks in the country. That being said, you'll need a good job to live here since rent is steep and averages around $1,950 per month for a one-bedroom apartment in the downtown core. Number 7. Burlington, great weather. On the whole, Ontario is one of the more popular provinces among expats in Canada. And that makes sense since Ontario has a lot to offer. However, Burlington, in particular, is a great place to live since it lies just 45 minutes away from Toronto. Plus, because Burlington lies along the southwestern end of Lake Ontario, locals have a ton of natural landscapes available to them. In fact, Burlington is surrounded by some of the best hiking trails in the world since the Bruce Trail and Niagara Escarpment are both nearby. However, if nature isn't really your thing, not to worry because Burlington is home to a ton of great museums and festivals too. Number 6. Halifax, known for being a rural escape. Nestled along the shores of Nova Scotia, Halifax is one of the best places to live in Canada if you're looking to enjoy the awesome beauty of nature. And clearly, a lot of people are, since the capital of Nova Scotia is actually the second fastest growing city in Canada, with around 6,000 expats moving here annually. Therefore, Halifax is way more than the quaint fishing village that you might imagine. And while rent prices are a bit steep at an average of $1,275 for a one-bedroom apartment, salaries also tend to be high, with individuals earning an average of $100,000 per year. So, consider moving here if you want to get back to nature by living along the wild Atlantic coast or are looking for great job opportunities since the healthcare and service industries thrive here. Number 5. Edmonton, for families. If you want to start a family, or already have one in tow, then Edmonton may be the perfect place for you. In fact, the school system here is one of the best in the country. So, there is no need to worry about your kids getting a top-notch education. Plus, your children will have plenty to do since there's a giant, largest mall in North America, the West Edmonton Mall, in addition to several film and music festivals that are hosted here annually. The public transportation system and local infrastructure, i.e., roads and streetlights, also leave something to be desired. Therefore, consider all of these factors before just going rogue and moving here. However, before you pack up and move to Edmonton, just know that it gets really cold up here since you're pretty far north. Number 4. Calgary. Home to upwards of 1.5 million people, Calgary is known for being the largest city in Alberta. Therefore, it is a bustling hub of activity that is well connected to the great outdoors since it lies near the Rocky Mountains and the Elbow River. If you're looking for quaint mountain town charm that is coupled with big city amenities, great infrastructure and public transit, then you can't beat life in Calgary. So, take a walk through of Prince Island Park before heading back to your affordable one-bedroom apartment, which starts at around $1,201 per month. Then, you can enjoy low costs of living and a wide range of jobs in the finance, health, film, and tourism industries. Number 3. Montreal, best for food and drink. Known for its quaint cobblestone streets and wealth of cultural attractions, Montreal is an easy pick for one of Canada's best places to live. After all, this vibrant city offers residents shockingly low rents that start at just $1,350 per month for a one-bedroom apartment. Other than that, Montreal offers people a decadent array of restaurants to choose from, places that serve some of the best food in all of Canada. You might also have to learn French since a majority of the population speaks French. Other than that, though, it's one of the best cities to live in Canada, with a young and vibrant population that is reflective of the many universities in the area. Number 2. Quebec City, best for culture. If you want to live in a stunning metropolis of culture, then Quebec City may be your idea of one of the best cities to live in Canada. After all, the downtown area of this immortal city more closely resembles a charming French village than a bustling North American center of commerce. Add in a few uber-fab festivals like the Winter Carnival, the Summer Festival, and the New France Festival, and you have an incredibly fun and culturally enriching place to live. Additionally, just moving here can be fairly expensive, as can monthly rent prices, which can hover between $931 and $1,470 depending on where you live. Number 1. Boucherville, best for rural life. Looking to get away from the sometimes frenetic pace of life in the city? If so, then Boucherville is easily one of the top places to live in Canada for you. Not only is it within close proximity to Isles de Boucherville National Park, Oka National Park, and Yamashka National Park, but rents here are really affordable too. In fact, the average one-bedroom apartment in the downtown area will only cost you around $850 per month. Additionally, it sits within close proximity to Montreal and is just an all-around safe place to live. On the downside though, this is one of the best cities to live in Canada that is pretty quiet. Accordingly, you won't find much of anything going on in the downtown area and will have to travel to nearby areas if you're looking for something fun to do beyond the great outdoors. That is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the playlist for more. And please be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications bell, so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.